What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today, and today we have the August 2025 Tulsa International Airport update for you all. I hope each and one of you are all excited for today's airport updates. We have a bunch going on here that's very exciting. We got some aircraft changes, some developments, and overall just a bunch to dive into here at today's Tulsa International Airport update. So with that being said, let's not waste any further time and go ahead and get started. Starting right here with this Delta Airlines Boeing 717-200. This aircraft is currently making the flight today out to at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport as this flight continues to go very strong. And of course, we're very glad to get the feature here, 5 daily services. So we absolutely love to see that. And let's send off Salt Lake City's midnight arrival strong. Here it is, the Embraer 175. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last month where we have 2 daily flights for reoptimization purposes. Delta's going to be moving to 1 daily flight, and it'll arrive at 9 o'clock. So definitely a bummer. I think this is the first time this has happened in a very long time where it's went to 1 daily, but hopefully maybe at some point we'll be seeing it back, and hopefully they can reoptimize it and make it work in some way. But a midnight arrival is just tough to begin with, and several other cities joined us on that. So I can't blame Delta, but I will say that I do want some compensation, whether that's more Atlanta capacity in Minneapolis or another opportunity. So come on, Delta, give us some more opportunities. Here with this American Eagle Embraer 175 here on the hard stand. This aircraft came in from Phoenix and now it's going to be heading out to Los Angeles. So Skywest Embraer 175 looking very strong. 1 daily to LA, 2 daily to Phoenix, and certainly continues to be quite a stable here at the Tulsa International Airport. So excited for what's to come. Definitely glad to get to feature it here today, and overall a very good looking aircraft. So of course we love to see that. And then American Airlines is back in action over here with the 3 mainline overnights. We missed this during the summer months, so very happy that this is back. So starting here in front of you, you have these Boeing 737-800. This one will arrive first at 10 p.m. And then 11 p.m. at 89, you're going to be seeing that one, which is arriving in. So looking very strong to get to feature that right there. And then currently scheduled past midnight, but very well could be before that, we have this Airbus A320. So very glad to see American Airlines getting back in the game here. Unfortunately, this does result in only 2 daytime mainline flights, but hopefully they're going to make some schedule updates as of when I'm filming this. So hopefully we end up with more capacity down the road. I'm sure it's very possible. That's exactly what happened in May. So yeah, looking strong here for American though, and they continue to go very strong. It's not just Dallas that is back in action. Charlotte with the 2 Boeing 737s. Very nice to see that. Here it is right here, so looking very strong, and this is very fair compensation considering that they're probably not going to bring back that 3rd daily flight. They'll probably turn into these 2 737s a day, which is awesome. So great to have all the capacity here, and definitely really goes to show how strong of a market Tulsa is to get all this mainline from Charlotte. So yeah, one of them arrives at 1 in the afternoon, and then obviously the next one arrives at 8 in the evening. So that's exactly what we have here. So doing the afternoon mainline turn, getting very used to this, is that American 737 with logos on the winglets. So happy to see that, looking strong, and overall looking very nice. So overall very happy to get to feature it right there. Then we have another Embraer 175, 4 daily flights to Chicago starts this month. So we love to see that American is really adding into the schedule. Next month, New York's going to be going to 2 daily. We have 4 daily to Chicago right here. So awesome to see this. It's a new 3 o'clock arrival in the afternoon. So yeah, American's really trying to compete on Chicago, and more frequencies is definitely going to help their chances. So that's exactly what we see here with this Embraer 175. And yeah, once again, very happy to see this. American Airlines really dedicating resources here at TUL, and excited for more resources. So about to go check the schedules after I film this, as they're going to be updating them. So very excited for that. Hopefully one day I'll be able to afford or have access to curriculum, and then that will help me out on Debo and so forth. But I don't have those resources right now, so I got to be patient and wait like the rest of you. Allegiant Air on the Boeing 737 MAX 8. This will be nice to start seeing more regularly here, and that's exactly what's going on. This aircraft's coming in from Tampa to finish out the season on the PIE service, and now it's going to be heading on over to, excuse me everybody, Orlando Sanford. So looking very strong, and I do want to note that Destin went really strong this summer as well. So glad we got to feature it in the Destin updates. So happy to get to do that airport. Hopefully this beautiful aircraft will be going to Destin at some point. So nevertheless, looking strong here on the Allegiant MAX. Glad that Tampa and Destin had great summers, and hope to see those with, you know, more frequencies and more availability in the future. Maybe we'll see both of them in the springtime. We have seen that in the past, and we've also seen Allegiant do Destin, or both of them into the fall as well. So hopefully we'll see more of that, or just, you know, do Gulf Shores. Why not a new route? So hopefully we'll be seeing that soon, but we'll continue to take it one step at a time, and overall is looking very strong. So while we're in good light, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take you through this taxiway lineup, since most of them are already well lit. This is just for fun. I really wanted to use this model, and a couple summers ago we did get the C5 and a couple 747s for some various reasons, so maybe we'll get one this summer. I'm not sure. I'm pre-recording this, but anyway, here's a beautiful Dover C5, and We'll just say that it's military personnel transport, but again, hopefully we actually end up getting one. I would love to see one again, but unfortunately I'll probably not be available to see when it actually happens since they're so off the fly. They're not airline scheduled flights. But we do have a very exciting first ever airline scheduled flight, or rather first time in a long time. You'll see what I'm talking about at the United side that I'd love to make it out for, but we'll see what happens. Here's the Endeavor CRJ-900 for Delta coming in from New York LaGuardia. Looking very strong, and we'll see if Republic ever turns over this flight. But for now, here we have Delta, and we'll see if they jump up to 2 daily at some point to try to compete with American, but we also don't want to oversaturate the market. So yeah, it's all a balancing act there, so we'll see what happens. And speaking of the LaGuardia flight, this is the last month that's going to be 1 daily for American before we jump up to 2. So here's that Embraer 175, and this is heading out to Miami, which is now back to Saturdays, but went really strong. So of course, we were glad to have such an enhanced lineup there. So overall looking very good and very happy to feature it. Here's the Phenom 300, and this aircraft's taxiing out for departure to New Orleans after coming in earlier from McCauley. So staying over there in the south. Here's just a nice kind of nose profile here of this FedEx 757, and this is coming in from Memphis, and now it's heading out to Wichita. So looking very nice. You got the NetJets Challenger 300, and this aircraft's heading out to Teterboro, and this aircraft came in earlier from Austin, so looking very nice. The last American Embraer 175 is coming in from Washington National. So happy to see DCA going strong, and hopefully more frequencies here in the future. So very happy to see that. Here's the UPS Airbus A300, and this aircraft's coming in from Louisville today, and is going to be heading back out there here in a little bit. So again, excited to get the cargo ramp reestablished here in the future. And FedEx, of course, coming in from Memphis. What more would you expect? So looking strong. And DHL, of course, 737-800 freighter coming in from Cincinnati. So glad to see all these going strong. But again, I am excited to at some point reestablish that cargo ramp over there. Just haven't got a chance to do it. As you all know, it's been a very busy time for me in my personal life. So that said, the main goal here on YouTube is just to stay afloat. I know that you all really enjoy these videos, and I don't want to compromise videos for, you know, when I don't have the opportunity to set up the cargo ramp. So although I do want to be a perfectionist when I can, it's just not realistic to be a perfectionist all the time. I know some of you are down to the details, and I am too, and that's exactly, I do want to note that I do want to get a new jet bridge because B9 technically does have the wires that go up and down, and Clipper models does have a pretty good representation of that on their bridge, so I hope to get one of those at some point, but for now, just normal Gemini bridges to continue. But anyway, let's get started over here at Concourse B. We have a bunch going on. I'm actually going to go from the southwest side over and finish with United. So here's a MAX 8 coming in from Austin. This aircraft's now going to be heading out to St. Louis, so looking very nice here. I think Southwest is like paired every single route with one of the other cities at some point out of here, which is really cool. Nashville's been with Midway, it's been with St. Louis, it's been with Dallas, it's been with some really fun ones. Here's a Boeing 737-700. This is going to be coming in from Nashville, and now it's heading out to Dallas Love Field, so certainly very happy to see that pairing going strong right there for Southwest, so of course we'd love to see that. And I'll try to get them memorized a little bit better so that we can have more realism there. Here's the Boeing 737-700. This is heading out to Orlando, which is back to Saturdays. Or sorry, it's I guess technically suspended, but it doesn't operate until October again, which will be daily. So very excited for that. But for the hurricane season, it's off. So yeah, we'll just say that it's doing a flat turn to Orlando. Or actually, no, we don't have it right now, do we? So I might end up having the repeat destination because of that. But you know what? We'll just say Orlando, call it good. And you all know what I'm trying to say. And here's the Boeing 737. Technically, it did operate for 4 days this month, so it's not completely out of the question. But anyway, yeah, enough. 737-800. This aircraft's currently getting ready to head out to Denver after coming in from Chicago Midway. Still looking very nice. Midway is back to 1 daily, whereas Denver, of course, 3. So we love that. And here's this 737-800 coming in from Las Vegas and now heading out to Phoenix. So loving the double dailies for those. Phoenix for August and September is, I think it's 3X on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. So yeah, still looking strong. And Dallas is 4 daily on Sunday, so that's pretty cool. Still have some extra market share there. And here's Nevada 1 for Southwest on the 737-800, and this aircraft is going out to Houston Hobby today. So looking very nice. And Hobby, of course, 2 daily flights. So we love that. Let's finish strong over here with United. We have a very exciting movement, so I'll actually pivot this a little bit. So here's the Embraer 175. We did have our 5 a.m. flights, but now United, what's going on is actually, I hate to say it, but I actually believe this aircraft is technically not, or timeout. I'm trying to remember, is this, this is not supposed to be here, that's right. So let me just gently do that, and then I'm going to push these off. So technically this is not going to be here because United's going to go back to 5 overnights because of how they reoptimized the schedule, which is completely understandable. So this ramp actually probably Southwest will move into that or whatever will end up happening, but it was there for I think August 19th with the transition day. So we'll just kind of say that it was coming in from Houston, and that was the last 5 a.m. departure. Just departed in that video, this video that we're making, so it's pretty fun. We'll come back to the main lines. I want to start over here with the Chicago O'Hare CRJ 550, so that's exactly what you're seeing there. Looking very strong, and of course, very happy to get to feature it here today. So looking very nice there for United. And we have this Embraer 175, and this aircraft's coming in from Denver today, and this is the 11:30 arrival p.m. So looking very nice, and hopefully the optimization's got a little bit better on that. So of course, we'll love to see that. Here's the Embraer 175 from Houston. So this one arrives at 8 p.m. So we have completely eliminated, starting on August 19th, that 11:15 arrival for at least the immediate future, which is great. And we'll talk about the implications and the excitement behind that as we move forward. So because there is some excitement that will come with frequencies. So very excited about that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope this holds through. We're 3 months out, so there is a very, very possible chance that they're going to wipe this. And I hope they don't, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, here's this United Boeing 737-900ER coming in on an afternoon mainline flight from Houston George Bush Intercontinental International Airport. Crazy to see this. They initially scheduled 319. Now it's up to 737-900ER. I hope just some sort of mainline comes. It would be so cool. This would be the first time since, I believe, April 2008 when we had a mainline during the day on a double daily flight when Continental was operating those. And then United has done mainline during the day in the past. It's just been a very long time. I can't remember when that would have been. But anyway, here it is, Boeing 737-900ER. Very happy to see this here, and hopefully this actually happens again. We are way out. So hopefully it does, but I got to feature it regardless. The fact that it was scheduled at the very least, you know, is strong. But it's a 739. You wouldn't think that you'd go all the way back down from 739. So, but yeah, Houston is back with this to 2 mainline flights. We did see this in May during that experiment, but certainly very excited to see what happens here. But this is a daytime, so very excited to see this in real life, and definitely going to be making every effort to see it. So overall, very happy about this, and definitely a bunch to talk about. And I'll talk about it in the video when we actually get there. But even thinking that it got scheduled, so cool. But I think it's actually going to happen. So very excited about that. And that is in conjunction with an A319 overnighting from Houston. And that equipment could definitely change. And this A319 overnighting from Denver. So very happy to see this. Denver continuing to go strong, getting some 320s in there on substitutions, of course, already overselling flights, and it's only been back for a few days as of the time of filming this. So yeah, so happy with this. And yeah, it's so great to have the Denver mainline. It's such a vital piece of the puzzle, and all the mainlines going strong. So yeah, very hopeful that daytime flight happens, but regardless, we have United mainline. That's the big picture. And then next month, we could add even more to the picture, but we'll see what happens as we continue to move forward. So that is August for Tulsa International Airport, everybody. I really hope all of you enjoyed it. We will have more to follow along with next month, but very happy with our 4th daily Chicago starting on American, and the 737 to Charlotte as well, continuing going strong with that, and then the daytime mainline hopefully happening. So yeah, it's just crazy to see all of what's going on here and all of, the development and so forth. But the airport's certainly growing fast, and excited for hopefully more frequencies to come here in the near future. But all the airlines continue to do their part besides Delta, but glad we got that knocked out first. But American definitely, and United, so very happy about them. And hopefully Southwest will kick it into gear tier 2. So very happy about all of this, and I hope all of you enjoyed it very much. So excited for what's coming. I hope all of you are as well. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's Tulsa International Airport update. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do love you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.